Welcome ladies and gentlemen, I am Ayush here and today I'll be sharing with you how I use Lightroom after finishing the photo manipulation. You can also use it as a camera filter tutorial because they are all the same. But before that I have a task for you. Smash the bell icon and stay tuned to the very end of this video. Let's roll in the intro. So here I have my image, which is by the way from the last video I made on this channel. If you haven't watched it and want to know how I made it, feel free to check it out. The link will be available in the description below. Whatever I am in Lightroom, here you can see some options on the right side. We will be working with them. What I do is I start with this option here. Here you will find some sliders. I personally don't use the exposure and contrast usually, but you can according to your images. You can try the auto button above the sliders, but I don't think it's working for me. So let's undo this. I'll start with the highlights. It brightens up the highlighted areas, especially the light sources. I'll decrease it a bit, then I'll decrease the shadow a little. The white slider works partly similar to the highlight slider, except it is not that harsh. The blacks work like shadows. You can also use the curves option for a better manual light effect. Then move to the color control center. You probably know the temperature tool. It gives the image a cool or warm effect. I will be applying a cool tone. You can also use the tint slider to give the scene a green or purple tone. I personally use the purple tint. The vibrance and saturation slider controls the color intensity. Then comes the mix option. It is one of the most useful tools here. Here you can control the hue, saturation and luminance of different colors individually. You just have to play with the sliders and see what is the best combination for your image. Let's do this quickly. You can already see the difference between the before and after of the image. Now this option here has a magical slider called clarity. As the name, it gives clarity to the image. But don't overdo it. I personally don't use the dehaze tool. Here you can also use the vignette. It gives a nice dark effect to the edges of your image. You can also control the midpoint and feather of it. Down below you can use the grain slider to give your image a grainy effect, but I don't use that often. You also have a split tone option which helps you to use different tones on the highlights and shadows of the image. This balance slider helps you balance between the highlights and shadows. Now let's move to the texture tool. Here you can give sharpness to your image and also reduce any noise from it. Then come to the top and I'll use the selective tool. It allows you to use all these options to some specific areas of your image. You have the brush tool, the circular gradient tool and the linear gradient tool. Use whichever works best for you and all of you if needed. Then last but not least, the color profiles. I use it in every edit to give an overall color effect. Here are a lot of them. Just try all of them one by one and apply whichever looks best to you. I'll go for the artistic 7 and decrease the effect a little bit. Now I am done with this image, and this is the before and this is the after. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. These are the steps I use. You can obviously try more to fit in with your concept. Hope you learned something today, and I'll probably see you in my next video.